What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Trading Crypto. Today, we're going to go over DIA, which is down 2.7% at 54 cents. A very small market cap, only 65 million, with a circulating supply of 119 million out of 200 million. I love setups like that with small market caps and small circulating supplies. It leads to some big gains if it gets some movement behind it. All-time high in this was 4 years ago at 573. All-time low was a year ago at 20 cents. This coin is currently available on the following markets. The Uniswap, obviously, these are the ad ones, but the highest volume is Arbit, followed by Hotcoin, and then Coinbase, HTX, Whitbit, Bitmart. And if I'm not mistaken, this is listed on Binance. So with that, let's get into the price prediction and technical analysis on DIA. All right, everybody, let's get in the DIA right here. Here's the all-time chart from the beginning till now. Very nice bounce that we got on the 8th of April. If we just look at the indicators on the day chart right now, we did get a sell signal that spawned in the day. The RSI or stock RSI is falling. The RSI itself did just put in a lower low, and then the MACD is losing its bullish momentum. So in the meantime, it does look like it has topped out after it broke out of this downtrend. If we look at the downtrend right now from high to low right here, we did break out of that downtrend on April 24th, so we did not back test it. So there is the possibility of us back testing that support. Not saying it's going to happen, but we just have to be wary of that. Now, if we look at the fibs from the high to the low of the downtrend, we do have support right here at about 50 cents, which makes sense. That's a round number. So I would be keeping a close eye on this retracement, possibly going down to 50 cents here in the short term. That wouldn't be too bad. It would allow these indicators to reset and allow us to push up higher. I mean, last time we got a sell signal was back here October 2024, and that was the top right here, which pushed us down here. But nonetheless, we are more bullish than bearish this time around. We are entering the fun part of the bull run. So bearish movements are going to be less bearish, and bullish movements are going to be more bullish. It's just I would be keeping a close eye on that possible 50-cent retracement before a move up, and then the worst case scenario is heading down to 40 cents and then a move up. But yeah, the day chart's a little toppy right now. I can't see I can't validate any movement to the upside. If we draw from the initial movement up from the high to the low, we did get rejected, or actually broke through the 786. You can see the 618 is sitting there at about that 50-cent range. So 50 cents is the price that we have to stay above. I do think we are going to be heading down to that 50 cents area, as you can see on the day chart. If we look at the longer term time frame is kind of showing the same thing here. Yeah, the stock RSI blue topped out. Blue below orange is bearish right there, and it just began. MACD is kind of topping out as well. The great part is, if I'm not mistaken, the weekly chart should look good. Yeah, see, the weekly chart's actually looking really good. So if you're a buy and hold type person, I don't even look at the 1 and 3 day charts anymore. I look at the weekly. I'm a buy and hold for the remainder of this year. I'm done doing the swing trades. But right now, it actually looks like on the weekly, we're about ready to cross over bullish on the MACD. And that would only be the third time we've crossed over bullish. You can see the first time after we crossed from bearish to bullish was right here. We had this run. The second time we crossed from bearish to bullish was right here. We had this run. So I'm curious to see what happens when we have this weekly time frame crossover on the stock RSI, or not stock RSI, the weekly time frame crossover on the MACD. And if we had to assess the next leg up on that, I would put the fib from the high here to the low here, and that next push up could bring us up to what this went up to 140, could push us up to probably about $2.50. Like the weekly time frame, we could be seeing the next leg up to about 250, which if we remove all the drawings right here and drew an uptrend, it does look like there is an uptrend right here from the high to the low. Yeah, that kind of validates that right there. So I wouldn't be surprised, in the long term, if you're a buy and hold person, I wouldn't be concerned at all. You're about ready to take off, in my personal opinion. It's just these short term, 1 day, 4 hour traders, and you look for those retracements, which I do think in the short term, this is probably going to 50 cents before we see a push higher. So if you're DCAing, not financial advice, that might be an area to look at, is between 45 and 50 cents. So with that, guys, none of this is financial advice. And if there's any coins you'd like me to chart, you can just send me a super chat in the comments and I'll get your coin as soon as possible. Thank you.